Hi there, Aquarius. Welcome to your reading. This is Yetta Pearl, and this is your general angel reading for the week of June 13th through 19th of 2022. So we're just trying to get your cards out here. Some of them came out really quickly, and now we're waiting on the rest here, and we'll get those momentarily. So here it is, summer, right? Officially June 20th or 21st. And so this reading goes till the 19th. Amazing how the time just goes, and we can't really, even with things like the cards and using the intuition and having our angels and the collective consciousness and stuff, we really can't predict things. We can understand what will, if our current energy continues the way it's going, this is how things will probably look. But at any time, you can choose to change that up. If you don't like what you hear in a reading, now's your time to change it. Okay, so let's just see what your reading says for you for today. So there's a little bit of contradiction here. The first card here says, time to move on. Let go of the old so that there's room for the new to come in. It's, everything goes in cycles. I've said this so many times. Nothing stays forever, right? The only constant is change. And so when, things have just run their course, then it's time to be finished with them. Don't try to hang on to that just for the sake of hanging on to that. Allow it to be finished. Let it go gracefully. It's just time anyway. By grasping on, you're not making it last longer. You're making it ruined, right? So when something feels like it's just run its course, or when it feels like there's something new coming in that you'd be happier doing, or it would suit you better, that kind of thing, then allow that to happen. Let it be easy. Let it be graceful. And be grateful for how beautiful it was while it lasted. That is how that goes. So, yeah, time to move on from that energy. And then the part feels a little bit like a contradiction says, wait. So, it's talking about different subjects. So there's some things that are coming to an end, and it's a natural cycle, and it's the way it just is going, right? Other things, like, you don't need to hurry, is what this is saying. See it, be aware of it, understand that it's there, that it's kind of waiting in the wings for you. It's just not quite ripe yet. There's no need to hurry. You can take your time. You can take deep breaths. You can just savor every minute of getting there, And so they appear to be contradictory, but they're not really. They're just talking about different areas of your life. Don't rush into action right now. Bide your time for better results. Yeah, just let it ripen, and it will come naturally and easily. Don't try to force anything. So, the same is true for both of these. Don't try to force anything. If something's over, let it be over. If something feels slow to come, just slow down and wait for it, because that's how it's perfect. That's how it's going to resonate more. That's how it's going to suit you better. That's how, once it gets to you, you're going to go, oh yeah, that was worth it. And if you rush it and try and get it sooner, it won't be as good. Right. For better result is what it says directly. Okay. All right. And yeah, kind of same message. Easy does it. No need to hurry. So slow down and savor life. If you could spend your whole life just wishing for tomorrow or next week. Can hardly wait for this to happen. Now, like, how come we can't get here sooner? And, all that stuff. It doesn't help. Slow down now and, savor the anticipation of that. And what are you going to do between now and then? Those things are equally important till then, right? And have fun doing it. And play in between the tasks. Because there's always tasks, right? There's always things we need to do to keep things going. We still have to do the dishes and cook the food, right? And so, and just let yourself have fun doing that. Feel the satisfaction of getting those chores done, right? And how beautiful it looks afterwards, how satisfying that is. And spend every moment feeling satisfied that way, feeling like you really accomplished something because you did. And then before you know it, the thing that you've been anticipating will be here. And in the meantime, instead of feeling frustrated that it's not here yet, you will have filled that time with all these beautiful moments. Yeah, that's just the way to savor life, is a minute at a time. Okay, so you have this amazing true love. Yeah, do you know that? Does it feel like it? Or are you busy, finding fault, right? You have this true love. And honestly, a true love doesn't have a whole lot to do with the other person. It does, but it's more what's generated within you, right? Some people, you can set the most perfect being in front of them and they will still be dissatisfied. Other people, you can set somebody with many, many obvious faults in front of them and they will just glow in their presence, right? So let yourself be the one who glows. That is a choice. That is a choice. And, it doesn't mean that you're overriding yourself and your own true desires. You're not. You still need to go after that. You still need to have boundaries if there's somebody who, pushes you all the time to relax your own boundaries. You don't want that. There are people who are not right for you. And perhaps you're in a relationship with one of those people who is not right for you. But be assured that your true love is out there and is available to you. Now, so far we've been talking about romantic love, but so they've just popped in, the angels have just popped in and said, for some people, we're not talking about romance. We're talking about the way they feel in their heart when they hold that baby, or when they're with their really good friend, or, things like that, or when they're doing their passion for life. That's the true love. That's whatever it is that generates that every minute of your life feeling satisfied, feeling joyful, feeling anticipation. Those are all those beautiful feelings. So whatever brings that in you is part of your true love. Okay. All right. Now, the last two cards, I think they're, excuse me, I have to sneeze. Sorry, I hope that wasn't too loud in your ear. The last two cards are related to each other. Be bold. So it feels like many of you are accustomed to kind of sitting back in the shadows, right? Not everyone, but some of you are like that. You prefer that. Excuse me. Now is the time to not sit back in the shadows. Now is your time to express yourself, to be bold in your beliefs, to not back down. Now, you don't have to go out and find a stage or a soapbox. Just that when somebody else, like, in ordinary conversation, when somebody expresses something that you don't necessarily agree with, don't be shy about expressing that your opinion is different. You're not combative, you're not aggressive, you're not fighting. You're just saying, oh, well, no, this is what I've been believing. And you may or may not have solid reasons for believing that. You can just believe it. And, the other person may have the gift of the gab and can really back up what they're saying. Okay, you don't have to match them, but you're allowed to believe differently. And you don't have to shrink in front of their passion. It's good that they have passion. You need some too. So be bold. Express yourself. There is no danger in that to you. There isn't. Even if you're still exploring what you're feeling about, like maybe somehow it's changed or whatever, you can use other people to be your sounding board, to learn what it sounds like when you say those things out loud, right? To explore how it feels to say those things out loud. Be bold. No more shrinking. Okay. And so when you're bold like that, and when you're stating what you believe, what you know in your heart, even if you don't have facts to back it up, you know this for yourself. You probably don't know it for other people, but you know it for yourself, right? And so that making those statements, letting it be known what you think and you feel, are some of the things that bring manifestation quicker to you. Another of those things is music. So play the music that really, really sets your soul on fire. And think about the things that bring you joy, that you want to accomplish in your life, that you want to create. And all that put together is going to manifest that for you. Okay, now here we have the daily guidance cards. And we'll just ask for one last bit of wisdom. 2 cards fell out, so we're going to say both of them then. So the first one says, go for it. So it's kind of the same time to move on and wait, but go for it, right? We have yet another little contradiction. When something really strikes you that it's a beautiful idea, that you just want to do this, and you're going to take it easy, you're going to let it ripen on its own, but still think about it and feel it and manifest it. That's how you're going to do that. And right now, family is really key for you. It feels like they usually are, but sometimes it's, doesn't play out the way you want it to, or something like that. But family is important, and so, like, to you. And so it's time maybe to acknowledge that to those members of the family, or, hopefully you're getting to spend some time this summer. Maybe you're planning a family trip, that kind of thing. So definitely make the most of that. Do that, savoring the moments thing with the family. Then you'll remember it better too. Okay, Aquarius, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you more than I can say, and I love you, and I'll see you next time.